Alright everyone, welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert Mode, Episode 6. As you can see, I have upgraded the chests to all diamond. So we've got a lot of storage there. I left the spot open right there above my head for the Pretty Pipes crafting terminal. I've never messed with the mod, so it's going to be kind of a learning experience and probably watching some YouTube videos like on my own time to kind of figure out how it all works together. But let's go ahead and get into the episode here. This is a little bit of a mess right now, my little workshop kind of going on, but this episode should go a little bit smoother. I've got everything planned out for what to do, and I'm gonna try not to cram as much into one episode, so it's a little bit shorter, a little bit more manageable. But I've got some things set up here. This is gonna look like kind of a mess in these chests, but I have it sort of planned out. We're not gonna be crafting all of this stuff, but this episode and next episode we should knock out most of the stuff. So what we're gonna start off with at the beginning is getting the blast furnace. Let's see. So I had all of this stuff counted out for the amount of blast brick blend that we were going to need for a full blast furnace and the extra craft for the pyrolyzer. However, I am going to craft, I think it's 6 more crafts, I believe, for the kiln, the alloy kiln here, because it needs some blast bricks as well. So I think I've added up how much I need to add into the craft here, the mix, to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and get this mixed up. I haven't done a whole lot of stuff off camera besides the prep for all of those crafting recipes. I did get the top all broken off, and I've extended it up a little bit. I haven't changed over the blocks yet. I am going to change it from andesite. This is kind of just to get the basic shape at the moment, but I'm not sure if that's the height I'm wanting and then at the top. I think I'm going to end up finishing the building first to be able to kind of get where like the roof point is at, and then go however high I need to off of there. I also did do a little bit of work out here. I don't know if I'm super happy with how this little pond is turning out, but it's kind of an ongoing little project here. I was kind of working on like a decorative water wheel setup here. I don't know if I like it. Flowing water in Minecraft is super annoying. Trying to get it to flow in the direction that you want without it going off in different areas, and yeah. But my thought behind it is kind of that there's going to be, water coming from somewhere in the building, like it's being pumped out, like it's cycling through, and it pours down here, and then as it would rise or make the water level rise, it would just drain back through these grates in the building and kind of just cycle back around. I think I'm not sure if I'm liking how this is looking and like how I've done the bottom and stuff. It just looks like there's too much going on, at least for the bottom, and I've kind of got some stuff around the edge here, but I think it just looks this way because everything else has nothing. Like there's nothing on the grass. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been working on. I also didn't know that you could put these like sticks and rocks underwater. I mean, it makes sense. I just hadn't really tried, and I don't think I've seen them actually spawn underwater. So, but you can. But all right, let's go ahead and get this stuff here. Yes, it does require water. So we'll go ahead and toss all that in. And then I have my bucket here. But yeah, I think we're gonna make a couple of these machines. We're gonna get the coarse lapis lazuli compound and start putting it in the blast furnace to get the smoldering lapis lazuli compound. But to get that, we have to have tar, so I'll get a couple of these other machines set up to be able to get the tar. All right, so that's that, and then we're gonna get this all cooked up over here. Okay, so we got that, and I'll go ahead and get that going again. Maybe, okay, yeah, that kicked off. All right, so then we need, so just 40 of this for the blast furnace itself. This will go for something else. So let's go ahead and go up here, and I think I've kind of got this fixed. I'm just kind of tinkering around with different create like pieces that I've never messed with before. So this is, I mean, I may end up changing this and eventually it's going to get moved anyway, but I was just kind of testing some stuff out, and I think I've got it kind of working more smoothly. So we'll see. So I think the first one is red nether brick, and then actually I probably should check just to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so cook brick, blast brick, construction paste. Cook brick, blast brick, construction paste, and then we're gonna put the paper in, and then it's gonna go in here first because I need to be able to have a finished one to put as a filter, I think. But then it kind of defeats the purpose of even having it there, so I'm really not sure. I wonder if there's like a blacklist. I'm sure I know there's a filter that you can make, but I don't know if you can like blacklist stuff from the filter. I'm gonna try one of these. And it's a quest anyway, so might as well. Do you right click? Okay. Deny list, there we go. And then we want to deny the partial bricks going in here. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Is that right? I don't know how this works. Did that add it on there? I'm honestly not sure. Applied filter. Oh gosh, I don't know how this works. Is that right? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's put that through there. Okay, it's not going in there. Okay, and see, and then it's actually kicking them all over. Oh yeah, and then see, and then whenever it doesn't match the filter, it actually goes in there. Nice. Okay, so we've got the blast bricks now. All right, so then we can go down here, and oh, real quick, I did want to go ahead and make this the morphing tool, and then upgrade it to the morphing tool that actually has all of the different like wrenches and stuff like that into it there. I did want to get that. And then in this other chest, so I've got some of this stuff laid out, and then I've got this stuff laid out. Like I said, this looks like a huge mess, but in my mind it's decently organized, so we're gonna try this here. So let's do some mechanical presses. I have enough to do 2 because we'll have one as like an operational actual machine, and then the other one goes into the multi-servo press. And I had been making some steel off camera. I don't have the blast like furnace set up, but you can actually make steel in the induction smelter, so that's how I got the steel. So let's do multi-servo press, and then pyrolyzer, and the flare stack is made to go into the fractioning still, which I need a blaze burner. So I've got these two. I have two because we need one for under our mixer anyway. This is just kind of in one of the nether mine shafts. Get you, and get out of here. Let's go back. Alright, so we got the one that we need just for our mixer, and then the other one for the fractioning still. And then let's go ahead and get these set up because I actually need to get the tar going. Let's see. So we're going to do the pyrolyzer with some bitumen, bitumen, which will get us some more coal coke and tar, and then it'll get us heavy oil. And then you can, transfer the heavy oil into the fractioning still, which will get you more tar at 10% chance, and then you get refined fuel, which is a really good fuel source just in and of itself. We're going to eventually, we're going to be going pretty soon into blazing blood in a magmatic dynamo, but it's always good to kind of have a backup fuel source as well. So let's get the pyrolyzer and the fractioning still down, and I've got some bitumen here. Put that in there, so we'll let that get going. Let's go ahead and set up the blast furnace as well. So I have that set up there, and then let's go back down, see if we've got a little bit of tar. We've got one. Let me speed this up, and while that's going, put some of this stuff away. Okay. And the next thing we're gonna do, while that's kind of going, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these Tinker's Construct pieces made. We're gonna go ahead and do a Tinker's Station real quick. Let's go ahead and make sure that we're in here. Got the crafting station. I need to go through and get a bunch of these quests redeemed. Let's do the part builder. Yeah, so that completed the part builder, and then the one right after it was the Tinker Station. And then what's after that? That's just going into the different tools. We'll get a part chest and a Tinker's chest. And then the rest of the stuff I can't quite make yet because I need to make the actual setup here. So let's get some of these. I'm probably just going to make kind of a smaller one to get started and then make it bigger as I go. So then we need a tank, and let's go ahead and let's just get one drain for right now. I'm going to go ahead and make a seared duct as well. I won't be using that initially. This will just be for whenever we eventually get the blaze spawner set up inside of the Tinker Smeltery. We'll need that. And then we need a seared heater to be able to pour copper over to get the actual smeltery controller. So let's go ahead and get a basin as well. I'm going to move these other little pieces here. So let's go to Magma Crucible. I have some copper here. Let's get that smelted, and then I need a drain, or a faucet. Yeah, faucet. And we're gonna put that, I'm gonna need to break out this for a second. And I think that's fine. I think I can break that. I think I only needed a couple pieces of the tar, but I'll set this back up in just a second. And we're gonna pour the copper over the seared heater. Oh, I need to output we go. Put these back in there. All right, so we've got the controller. Go ahead and break this stuff and reset this back up here. Okay, and then so we've got all that. Let's go ahead and get a casting table, and that's kind of the basic parts here. I'll go ahead and get this set up off camera real quick, and I will be right back. All right, so I've gotten a basic Tinker's Smeltery set up here. Just this is just a small one compared to what we're going to eventually have. But I wanted to just set up like a basic one to smelt my grout in to make it bigger, because how I was doing the grout before is the induction smelter, you get per grout you get 1 seared brick, but if you actually put it in the smeltery for 1 piece of grout, you get 2 ingots of the seared brick ingots, so you can double your output. I've got my table set up here. I'm actually going to go ahead and make the Tinker's Anvil. I'm using the hepatizen. I don't know if that's how you call that, but it's fairly pricey, but it's dark purple and I like purple, so I chose that just for the color. So you don't actually have to use that one, but you just need 3 of, I think, basically any block. I don't know if you can just use the straight like iron blocks or if it has to be an alloy, but it may just have to be like a simple alloy like bronze or something, like Tinker's bronze. But 4 seared bricks and then your Tinker station. So we've got the Tinker's Anvil, which can basically do everything that the other one can, and then some. You can have like the better tools and like the cleaver and everything, and this is where you go to actually modify your tools. So we got that made now, and then I've got a little bit of gold in here so we can get a few casts made up real quick. I'm gonna do an ingot cast, and then a gear, rod, and iron plate cast, or a plate cast. And I've just got a bit of lava going in it at the moment. Again, later this is gonna just feed itself blazing blood to power it. But I have to get a lot more seared stone. But my baby girl just woke up, so I'm going to continue working on this, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I set up just a little bit of automation for this. I have a hopper feeding into the controller itself, just feeding the grout in, and it just smelts it in there whenever there's room in the smeltery itself. So I've got that automated there, and then I have a lever automating the faucet, and then just a hopper pulling out these seared bricks into a chest. And I have this stuff set up in here for now, for once we get it the bigger smeltery set up, and I can make the blaze spawner go in there. So I'm going to put a comparator on the blaze spawner, which makes it redstone controlled, so then I can have I'm actually not going to use a lever for this. I'm actually going to use the redstone links from Create. They're very helpful for this type of setup where you have it in there and you want to control it, but you don't want to have to go in and out of there to turn it off and on. So we've got the spawner ready to go for once that gets bigger. The Tinker Smeltery gets bigger. And then I've got the stuff in my inventory to be able to do the craft of the coarse lapis lazuli compound here. And I put our little blaze guy underneath the mixer. I, however, do not have, we'll just use some wood, something to give him to burn. So, is it, no, it's not any water in there, so let's break that. and then we'll toss in, I'm just gonna do 2 crafts of this at the moment because I'm not getting into the upgrade matrices like right now. I'll of course make some more later, but I just need 2 crafts of the kiln bricks here to be able to get our alloy kiln set up. So let's go ahead and toss in the tar, 2 ectoplasm, 4 nether quartz dust, and 10 lapis lazuli dust. And then we just have to give him something to... I almost think of him as like Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle. He's like a little trapped like fire spirit. So we've got that, and then I'm just going to put this over here in the blast furnace, and I need some coal coke. So we'll get that going, and while that's going, I wanted to go ahead and work on getting some compressed iron ingots just for the sole purpose of getting this magmatic dynamo. So let's go ahead and do some explosion crafting here. I have this area claimed, so there shouldn't be any destruction. So we'll just go ahead and just toss these on the ground. And I believe it is, let's see for these, yeah, 2, 2, 2 explosion. I think I have this counted out where it should be enough. Alright, and these are going to be very hot, and I'm actually going to switch over to the obsidian skull because it gets rid of your like damage that you're taking by fire. Hopefully. Like it'll burn for a second, but then it goes away. Okay, so we've got that, and then we just need to, I believe, put this in the multi-servo press, if I can get in the door. Which I set up here on the end, and you have to have the metal press mold packing 2x2, which is just 2 constant hand plates, 2 end bar plates, and a wood plank. So, you know, not very difficult to make. So we'll put that in there, and then put that in there, and that'll get us, I think 20. Yeah, I think that's 20 ingots, I believe, and I think that's what we need to be able to make the magmatic dynamos. So I'm going to let this continue here, and I also am going to have these smashed because they're required for the thermoplates. So you just have to smash those down, and these aren't very difficult, just a little bit of steel. Sorry, I'm losing my voice, it seems like. And some constant hand plates and a copper coil block, so not very difficult once you've got access to the steel, of course. And let's go ahead and get those smashed. And then these, I think we just drop into water. And I'm actually going to leave that in there just to have it out of my inventory. So let's go up to our little fancy pond over here, drop some scalding hot ingots in with our fish because, you know, they're totally going to like that. Okay. You may actually just be able to hold them. Yeah, I was like, I think you can just hold them in your inventory, and it makes it. So, all right. Let's go up and just craft these last few things. Let's check on, yeah, we've got our 2 smoldering lapis. And I come over here. I think I have everything in here to be able to make, no, yes, I need to make the gears. So 4 gears, and then I needed to melt down, I think, just 1 ingot in the fluid encapsulator, well, in the magma crucible, and then go into the fluid encapsulator. So let's, I think, just 1 of those. Let's clear out this stuff, and we're gonna have this go over into here. There we go. And then you have to have light gray concrete powder. And that pours onto, I guess it just kind of like infuses it, but that gets us the reinforced brick tile. So I'm gonna speed that up a little bit. So it gets the reinforced stone, and then we have to just, I think we can just stone cut it into the brick tile, which is what we need. Stone cutter. So the reinforced brick tiles. Okay. So now I think we can make, yes, 2 Magmatic Dynamos. Awesome. And let's put some of this stuff away. Put those in there. I'm just going to put these in there for now until we actually get the blazing blood set up, and then I'll get that going. I have stuff ready for the pretty pipes as well, which I think we'll touch on in the next episode too. But last thing before we just poke our head into the Undergarden, let's get the alloy kiln stuff set up. So we're going to go over here. We're going to do 8 blast brick, 8 blast brick. Oh, I'm going to need 1 more deployer. Actually forgot about that. So that's one thing I don't have prepped. I'm going to make 1 more deployer, and I will be back to finish that craft. All right, so I made that 5th deployer, and I kind of moved this little thing over 1. I got the construction paste in there. So we've got blast brick, blast brick, blast brick, mud brick, construction paste. And then we'll put the smoldering lapis. I've got the filter here, so once this goes through one time, it's going to go into the maybe not. Okay, so it's just going to go like that, which that's fine. Maybe. Now it's not doing anything. Give me one of those. Oh, I think, you know what? I think I'm actually missing a step. I think I actually need to... Okay, no, I am confused. What is it needing? Deploy construction paste. There's construction paste right there. Oh, I got it set up, but I forgot to actually power that deployer. So let me fix that and I will be back. Okay, I now have that one rotating, so this should now be fixed. This should almost be done here. Yep, there's, give me that. Oh, it just gave me 1. That's okay. All right, so that's the amount that we need to actually set up the kiln itself, which I'm just gonna kind of plop down right here. One thing that kind of annoys me about immersive engineering is these are 3x3, but this one's a 2x2. It's very irritating to me. Let's see, I have the engineer's hammer, so there's that. But all right, so that's basically what I wanted to get done today. The last thing I wanted to do is just kind of poke our head into the Undergarden and just see what we can find. Let's take the blood altar, and I'm not going to actually take that in there. Like I said, what I'll be working on between episodes is getting some blank slates. So really quick, actually, I'm going to get this craft set up for the enchanting apparatus, and I'll let this run while we go into the Undergarden. So for the blank slates, you need, for the other stone slates, 4 slots of the flux dust, 4 slots of other stone slabs, and then the catalyst in the center here is the source gems. So we're gonna separate these and these. We're gonna go slab, 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 dust, 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 and dust, and then we're gonna put the source gems up there, and that'll just auto craft while we're in the Undergarden. So that's gonna finish off one craft there, and then continue while we go into the Undergarden. So let's go down here over to Bedrock and in the Undergarden. I also really need to get armor figured out. I think also between episodes I'm going to do a lot of fishing and see if I can get some good enchants and some Neptunium stuff. But we'll get in here, see where we pop out. Oh, I've been just constantly wearing my night vision goggles. It just kind of makes it easier as far as like video purposes. So yeah, here we go. For next episode, I need a glitter kelp and a veiled mushroom. So I'm gonna find those. But we'll probably start up next episode kind of wandering around in here, and then we'll get into some magic stuff and possibly do some pretty pipes. So anyway, we're gonna just call it an episode there. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in episode 7. Bye-bye.